Action.
Hi, I'm Hilary Lindsay, and this is Active Yoga Moments at Home or your office. If you have a doorway, you can do this pose. I use this pose with clients who have back pain. Sometimes when meeting a new client, I don't know why their back hurts, and the safest thing to do is put them on their back and see what kind of flexibility they have in their hamstrings. So I'm going to show this for you at home. My dogs are in the way, but that's all right. They'll move. One of the things that happens when you're at your home is your dogs get in the way, or your housekeeping gets in the way, or you notice as you move into a yoga pose that something needs to be done, the phone rings, or there's dog hair under the couch, there's a cobweb on the ceiling, and these are opportunities to stay calm at home. Sit down on your floor, move your animals, sidle up to the door jamb. I'm working on the right side of my body first. My right leg is going up in the doorway, my right sit bone's on the wall. My left leg is flush to the wall. The center of the heel of my left foot's on the floor. The center of the heel of the right foot's on the wall. To activate the thighs, I extend the toes, press the ball of the foot up, stay in the center of the heel. Most people stand like this or turn their foot like this when they get into a yoga pose. It's important to correct that with this action. To finish the stretch, the arms go over the head and to the floor. If you can't reach the floor, if you have shoulder injuries, it's fine to keep the arms at the side. If you'd like to try to reach the floor and you haven't got any injuries in your shoulders, it's a nice idea to hold the elbows, take the arms over the head, lift the side waist, draw the navel to the spine, and settle the arms back on the floor. You don't need to have any props. You don't need to have fancy clothes. You don't need to have anything more than a couple of moments to do this pose. But if you do happen to have a blanket lying around and your arms don't reach the floor, it's nice to put your arms on a blanket. If you're not using any of that and you'd like to keep your arms at your side, go right ahead and take your arms down and relax like that. This is the finished pose for somebody whose legs are not tight. I have a teenager in there. Maybe he'll come out and demonstrate tight legs for us. Forrest?
What?
Forrest, would you mind coming out here for a moment?
What?
Honey, would you mind doing this pose for the camera? Honey, would you mind doing this pose? Forrest. Another opportunity to remain calm. If I was tight, it might look more like this. My leg is on the wall. Now that I'm not flush to the wall, I don't have a guide for my pelvis, so I have to feel with my fingers, are my hip bones even? And then carry on in the same way. Center of the heels on the floor, feet active. And if I can finish the pose with my arms overhead, go ahead and stretch. That's the finished pose, reclining hand to foot pose. Even though my hand is not on my foot, that's it. That's all I got. Thank you for coming.